and the paper they put a child they may call in lawyer, he get a paper to in lawyer. The reason I came across the EPK, I never know the EPK in my whole life. That is, they encouraged me when the EPK I was sitting to him to a place. He tell me say the EPK say he like me. So he will put me on the operation. Anything I want to make, I should take it a minute I want to make money or after. So that child when I took the man, I get a con to him. And I let my friend make me to know the boyfriend and the boyfriend made me to know the EPM. That you are I get connected to the people. They won't say me. Get a condo one in friend. It's a motor bus. But he know the place. He know the ball. When the officer asked me to the police station there, lawyer was there. Then he tell the lawyer say he know the ball are in front, the ball can't eat on to back. So that child and the lawyer put gas in the car. He know the man, but later the man come to the station. I never do that in my own name. I tell it and I regret it. It's just a mistake. And before they can bring one here, when we went to the police station, I was even begging him. I said, oh man, to let him go fire. We can talk to school, the place like for air, we go retrieve the main gun. The EPM man, what would tell the art to let it? I don't know the EPM man personally. What would tell that connection? I know him. That you will make to, I know the EPS man. And he said the EPM man, I'm friendly, he can go into your face and friendly with all of them. And I see there, he even get me in the fence to go walk around. Try to the president area. Get me on my first time to enter in the fence, carry me there, and not my one. Here and girlfriend carry there. My parents in Kakatapa was for my mother passed away. And my father now have here. When they see Papa copy. I know what my parents when they said they have our in Ghana. That Ghana they go arrest. But when they think have the president arrest me, they EPM man, there's friends to own us. For me, I never knew say they make friends with people on us. So that you Facebook, that child they get me. So I escape. I go by road. So I can always go by road. I'll come in. I see me transport me to come back. The reason I decided to escape is my friend boyfriend what they call. But you are not one for Elan blow. But if Elan blow, if I in a bro, I will call him. He was not the one who pay my work. You are thinking like to say this stunga will never see me or they come, nobody will come to see me again. And I said how I was thinking that the way I escaped I go on outside like I will never come to be fun.
I have been working for the past 6 years with your government, and we are caretaker. We are the one that's doing the cleaning all and thing. Since Joseph Boaka for the past 6 years, since Joseph Boaka took over for the past 3 months, they be demanding us to come to work every day. For me, I pay $450 to where I live to come here and $450 to go back. Every day they will take listing for all and carry. But I was surprised yesterday, the minister called and he want to have meeting with us. So we got there, Paulina came, and Paulina said there is no budget for us. She's not going to pay us, and she's putting us down. Maybe when she get money the 15th or next month, she will pay us. But everybody that work on a job, we are government, she will put everybody down, and that's what she did. So we got angry, we went to the mansion in group 730 persons. Paulina, she said, Joe, we have put her father down, but he was working. So anybody that work on a job, we are with him, that job we are put there, she will put them down. So therefore, she came and said, she's not working with us again, and she didn't pay us. So I saw that we work in this government for the past 6 years. And then for the 3 months that Joseph Walker got there, we've been working early in the morning, we can't early in the morning, can't work. We have been working for the past 6 months. So they should get our pay so that we can go and sit down. That's how she left. So we should go and sit down and wait for the 15th. And I'm telling the Liberian government, I'm telling Boaka, Joseph Boaka, I said Joseph Boaka, and I'm always talking to the senator, representative that we elected you, we voted for you. We are single mother. We call you. We voted for you in the house. You're sitting there. Paulina play with us. And Paulina play with us. She will get it wrong for us. She will get it wrong. Paulina, the small child. She run it into her house. She baby. If you want to take off anywhere, pay us. We'll go and sit down. But you can't come and tell all people that we're on a job, we're government. Are we not Liberian? Are we not Liberian? That you taking bread from our table, taking food from our mouth because of job we are? Please, our senator, you get called back. Our senator in the house, you please talk for us. Normally, you say you are going to talk for the women. That's what Paulina is doing to us. She's taking bread from our mouth. We will be marching. We all will be going to the mansion in black. We will walk to the mansion and we'll point tire. And they will care all the way they keep going in your let they care us. Because that's why they came for the kill. They said they came to rescue. But they never came to rescue or they came to kill us. We were marshal, the marshal, everybody going to wear black. Everybody that were with Minister of State that they put down, saying they will wear black. We'll go to the marshal, we'll put tire, we'll point it, we'll walk to the marshal. The liar they get there, the information director, the information minister is a black liar. The people came to steal. He came outside when he saw us. He stood and he said, your words are coming to Podina, coming back. He never came back. He just left on the only thing they did, they called the police start shopping us all over the place. So if they will kill us, they must be ready to kill us some money. We are Liberian. We work and we earn our own money.
These things could happen behind the scenes. So I supported Joseph Parker, knowing that by 2023 he'll be tired. Okay. Knowing that 2023 he'll be tired, he could have a good heart, everything good, but the brain is going down. You're not holding the end, you're moving down the hill. This is nature. My father, right now, I buy him paper. Every day I gotta buy a paper. There's a man who bought me paper before. I'm buying paper now because the time has reached. So I thought the woman could be president in 2017 and run for this. And he himself said, he said, when you run for one term, he himself said it. I agree with him. 2023, no, I disagree. In my mind, he should rest, find somebody else.
My Helena did, she put them for the plating fee. Actually, I am the one that enforced the flow for in the interior. I do not have a market there. My market is an open place. But we are calling upon the people to come back in the market because this market, we don't need to respect our leaders there, like the president. That we have been so kind of respectful. We stay here for that length of time. More especially where I the city vicious, the black market, they give it easy. But yet they say we need to respect our leaders and we are still there. If they say they're telling not for red light, we are living around here. That era is our Broad Street. And you use that era to sell farm, to sell charcoal, and we don't like ourselves. Therefore, there was
like always, on Freedom 87.9. Let's talk about the issue making the news in our country. And the CDC on yesterday responded in a press conference to treatment of their political leader and standard bearer, Dr. George Manawia. Mixed the conversation this morning on the nation's premier breakfast platform. My name is Abu Sharif. At any moment, Austin Kawa will join in for the conversation. In the meantime, between time, it's good to also let you know that yes, we are giving out some money today. We are giving out some money today, and also we will be giving out another motorbike. I'm told the winner has already been June, and so he or she will pick the motorcycle up later today. It's important for all of us to understand right there. Okay, it's important. Yeah, it's important Yeah, okay. Yeah, so the cash giveaway, let me talk about it a little bit. Process has already started. People have begun playing, like we told you. Whenever, as soon you hear the teasers playing on the show, just know say it is opportunity, it is the time, it is the moment to begin to get some money in your wallet. So the process is simple. Start 7 9 hash. You follow the instructions, and then on a day like today, you select option number 11, which is Freedom FM, and then upon which the system is going to ask you for the currency you wish to play, whether it's the Liberian dollars currency or the US dollars currency. There are times when you're doing it, the system can be there. You just gotta keep trying. Sometimes it's out of a network, but this is exactly the procedure. And then you don't have to be the waka in the government. People you can follow procedure. So they want you. We're clear. You not follow the procedure, you miss it. So then you'll be asking, oh, but how the people, they're winning this other thousand, that other thousand stuff. Yeah, $100 give you 2,500. And it's giving other people 4,000. It's giving some people even 10,000 and more, right? So that is how you go about it, and then you enter your password to confirm the transaction. You enter your password to confirm the transaction, upon which you are qualified for the draw, right? It puts you in the position now for us to begin the process of drawing the winners, just as we just done with the motorcycle jackpot winner. So yes, that's how it is. Let me see how we are doing so far this morning with the Freedom Cash giveaway. And once you play, you win, we call you up, you confirm you're winning. That is to let all of you out there know that this process is real. And of course, it is exactly what it is. So, yes, we are making steady progress. And it's important that you take your phone right now, you play, and just get a little $2,500. Set me, I always like to tell you. And the way the whole thing is structured is very beautiful. Get your little $2,500 now. Maybe you can operate your G, keep your balance G5 tomorrow. Set for in the morning. You already know how to do it. Tomorrow you set. And when you use your own money anymore, right? System money you already got in your phone because you now win $2,500 today. So you set your one far for tomorrow. What is your target? Your mission is to chop the 20,000 because that battle now, everybody on the walk, everybody going. So, but you already standing on $1,500 to challenge for the 20,000. The likelihood in my calculation for you to get that thing very very high. So yeah, so that's what I think. So make it simple. Play right now. Get yourself your $2,500 by dialing *79 hash. Follow the drop down instructions. Option number 11, Freedom FM, and of course, which currency you preferably want to play, whether US dollar, Liberian dollars, you select, and then upon which you will be required to enter your password to confirm. Because after all, you put your password, I mean, you don't see your, but you don't see your, yeah. So you enter your password. After entering your password, then you're good now. Then you be. But it's also important that you play multiple times, right? You play one time, you play multiple times, and then you wait. So don't say I play one time, I wait. So then you play multiple times, and then when I start to call the winners now, the likelihood is that you just collect your too far, then you set. You like it the whole day, you can play again. You wait for tomorrow. Wait for tomorrow. As soon you hear AB talking or you hear the other men talking, as soon they announce it, you start firing. You already get one fire. Start firing. We let you put money in put pack you. So you're better. You start firing straight. 20K. 20K can solve a lot of problems in this economy. You like it at 20K, you can buy a two burger right. Cut that one first. I want you are somewhere around 8,000. You are still left with around 12K. And you see? So you finish solving 2 more problems depending the size of your family, or you finish solving 1 more problem, 2 bag of rice at least. Or maybe, yeah, depending the size of your family, no? You finish solving some of the good problems. So for the next 1 month, now you'll be thinking about rice being again. I mean, would I want to put it or think at that moment you already you don't care give a finish securing 2 bag of rice for you, catch. Then for those of you that get your children in graduation being coming around, you pump it for your 20K tomorrow, you secure your 20K. I don't know the cost of your child graduation or whatever, but at least you'll be able to make some initial intervention or contribution. So any which way you put it, this thing can relieve you of some domestic burden. So it is I mean by all measure, it is a beautiful try or a beautiful risk that you want to take to see, because once you're successful, I mean at the end of the day you're good. So yes, we like to do this to encourage our friends and our followers to take advantage of the opportunity and be part of the winners to equally solve their own problem. We listened to one guy we spoke to yesterday. The guy has won the jackpots about 3 to 4 times, while some of us struggling to win the regular 2005, and the man's win. So you think that man get any other different spirit? No. The man already said that man say the calculation is simple. I get my too far in my phone, I waste everything getting the jackpot. Like who is that? Well, I get it today, I get it tomorrow. And how they making every so but every time the man wins one time, they call up all the other plays he has been doing. This is it. It's just like you go in the market all the time, you go in the market. The day you something you resurrect. So yeah, folks, let's move now into other issues. But first, let's take a walk. We come stop on Liberia, and then we come back after a break. Come stop on Liberia, and we will be right back. This break.
It's about musical. There are crowds in many places. In every community, you can see. So if you see crime report it, don't take law in your hand for the real authority. They can't take care of it. Crime stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a you must talk it. And I mean you cheche, do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must part to report it. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, old man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crimes for all of us.
Okay, Crime Stopper Liberia is the official sponsor of the work we do here, and we'd like to say many thanks to the team headed by Omen Sam Sanya and all of the others for the wonderful job they do in promoting community peace, particularly the rule of law, in encouraging our people to consider and prioritize, and the rule of law instead of a lot of you love to just take advantage of power in your own hand. I saw something happen in your joint. Say, oh, we're in investigation, your joint, you won't kill the person. Constable said, no, that is against the law. Don't do that. So, mob justice and all the other form of seeking justice when there is a situation of confusion and all of that, shouldn't do that. So yeah, folks, let's look at some issues that happened between yesterday and this morning. The people of the southeast, the southeast, particularly Grand Jide County, the lawmaker Zoe Penno addressed the media yesterday, and he spoke, I like to say, in very courageous manner. And, so Zoe Penno spoke in very courageous manner, reflecting or communicating on behalf of the people. So when people like Zoe Penno speak, you do not just look at it for Zoe Penno. You're talking for the region, talking for the county, for each of you, and all of the challenges and the constraints you are facing, and all of that. Courageously, your senator spoke. Your senator said, "Oh no, all those things have disappeared. That you do not have any problems anymore. You have as a county in the region, you have overcome all of the issues that appeared as a challenge for Grand Jide County." And he's even asking, the Minister of Public Works on the magic. Say, my friend, what kind of magic you use? Or how did you manage? Where you coming from? All these kind of phrases and stuff. And just paraphrasing, right? So, but basically, that's what you're trying to bring home. Trying to bring home an exceptional, so these are the compromises. However, the man who just took 22 million out from the country, the whole country asking the man. But Grand Jide County people, through their senators, say that man, the man, they're coming from heaven. Nobody knows, king, in poor, put that role in your pocket, you just don't get in Grand Jide. All your rule benefit. So you don't get. So we're talking about advocating for rule, and asking the government to do rule and things. It's open and say, "Oh man, talk about Grand Jide. Say your problem solved." So you don't get no issue. All your rule issue finished. So you're just being hurting and that kind of thing not fair. If you know your problem solved, you're not getting no challenge or challenges anymore, as indicated by your senator. When we're talking for the other country, then you're set to your man for yourself. There are two things. Either you're not put yourself inside, or you must start taking action against stupid people that are representing you. Because if you get stupid man representing you and he's misrepresenting you, all of you now that's supposed to be talking for all of you, the welfare of everybody in the country, the stupid man is telling us, "Say, we're not pour more in your own business. Say your business, all right, everything's solved." And the man want to praise and worship for the government and Waka, men do all kind of things. That the man well. But the man say, your country, you don't get no problem. Your rule and everything finished. So Grand Jide people, whether you're in Moro or you're in any part of the world you're in America, you're in the diaspora, and you can call your family. So Penno say, oh, you're on a problem. So we're talking about labor issue, we're talking about healthcare, we're talking about rule, we're talking about electricity, we're talking about anything, man, put you there. So I get one of my men at Grand Jide, man, call me, man, say, Abu, you remember, we were way on the university campus. I told you, I said, Zopen and a stupid man. I said, my man, a senator. He said, well, I told you, say that man, you know. I said, no, I know you're speaking from an intellectual standpoint. Everybody can be intellectual. Everybody can be, firebrand, all of that. So talking, can be talking good. I said, I thought you were speaking from that point. He said, no, aside from that, right? You see, the way human being business looking, God made all in something. Say, but Zoho, he reasoning, everything get problem. I say, I said, I don't want that. I don't understand about if you are from Grand Jida and this is what people think. But they may continue to get re-elected. Let's say because of some of the political, gimmicks that he gets himself involved with and the double standards and all of that he continues to do, plus the allegations of other issues the guy talk about. Man, you start talking about Buyo, all kind of things in the country. But however, this is what I think. It may appear to the Unity Party folks as though Zoe Pennon's admittance is some kind of slap in the face of CDC, but I do not see it that way. And a lot of reasonable heads don't see it that way. What it says is that the CDC is a more realistic, responsible, and of course, patriotic kind of organization of people who says what they feel freely and who are not pitted against their own country. For example, you can be a member and a stalwart of the CDC. If you at any point feel or think that, oh, this is commendable, you can still remain a member and commend it, and nobody will have a problem with you. The party can be saying this on a particular issue, and you think it differently, and it is acceptable within the realms of the party's structure, the party's considerations. Unlike what we saw 6 years ago, when there were senators, lawmakers, executives of the Unity Party who would see, landmark undertakings and, deliverables, things that they would take their family to benefit from, that were happening, that the world was celebrating, the international community, organization was sending reports, admitting to. They will still go ahead to condemn them and say, oh, in fact, the country are hell. So you see the difference? When Unity Party people not in power, they do not see anything good about Liberia. They are prepared to even pull rebels together against Liberia. That have people like bored naked and something. I will tell you about another one again, a WASH commission. The massive corruption and witch hunting and nepotism, everything that's going on at the WASH Commission. I see board naked sending people, board naked and all influencing employment now. Right? But I'll tell you that. So you see, the Union Party can be vicious in the opposite. They can be so bitter, hateful. Unlike the city, it was a taboo for you to be a Unity Party stalwart, at least to say an executive, enjoying your executive committee privileges and admitting to what everybody in the country convenes that is real in the country. But you see on this side today, CDC opposition. What CDC is complaining that, their political leader life was threatened. In fact, he narrowly escaped a calculated assassination attempt at the airport. Citizens are worried about that. The executive committee, everybody are trying to, wrap their head around the rationale behind deploying AFL at the airport and all of that. This man, who is the man, took that moment, that critical moment in the party, to be heaping praises on Baka for what some of us know are not even realistic, but he's just being political, as always. Apparently, planted as a means of distraction from the nitty-gritty of the reckless deployment decision of the AFL at the airport that's receiving huge backlash, both locally and with our partners and friends. Then the man open your mouth, he start singing praise and worship. So you see, but this is so folks, I think it only tell you and paint a picture to all of you that the CDC as a political institution prioritizes Liberia first than anything. Unlike the United Party, members of the United Party prioritize or prefer themselves and their well-being first. When they're in government and benefiting from paychecks, then the country is good to go. But when they are not in government, they do not see anything good in the country. CDC, you can be in the city in opposition, you can still develop the courage and say, imagine in the face of everything that's happening. That's how tolerant the party is. So it could be maybe a strategy for Zopenon to other appeal, to a new people, a new suitors, blah blah blah, and all this. But CDC can take pride in it. It has demonstrated or it has sent another message of uniqueness within the CDC and all of that. So yeah, folks, that's what I think about that. Right? That's what I honestly feel it is. It may be reckless to some of you. It may be political, quote unquote, Popo attitude and all of that. But at the end of the day, the party, when you sit on your corner and look at it, you sit and you think critically, you say, but that means this is a more tolerant party and all of that, folks. This is important. But Grangeria County people, that one is up to you now. You got to start the young people in Grangeria. You got to issue statement. You got to respond. You got to either confirm what the senator have said. The road users in Grangeria County, you got to issue statement. The business people, you got to say something. Because at the end of the day, the government will feel reluctant to do anything in your county because your senator say all your problems solved. So at that juncture, let me welcome Brother Austin Kawa, who has already joined us. Austin, good morning. Welcome.
Let me say good morning to you, Abu, and good morning to all of you who've joined us this morning. Good morning to our friends in the diaspora, our followers, our critics, and even those of you who do not like the things we say and the way we say them. It's good to be here this morning on a Thursday in Monrovia with very interesting issues. Yes, the infield thing is very important. We have to send a message to our partners who've invested a lot in that institution to ensure professionalism, ethics, value, dignity, and integrity are upheld at all times. Yes, our revenue portfolio, the integrity of our revenue streams are also very important to our country. And we all have to ensure that we jealously protect the integrity of our revenue streams. And so individuals who are connected or who are working within those corridors, if there are issues or operations that are not pleasant to us and are not in conformity of our laws, it's important that we also flag this issue out. And that is why we've placed Peter Solo on the spotlight, and we are going to have breakfast with him this morning, right in the face of LPRC. And yes, we followed the CDC press conference yesterday. I think the Secretary General spoke my mind. We are already here at the show in the morning. Just exactly what we thought was the scene organized by state security on the weekend during the arrival of the president. The SU just spoke in that context that we shared earlier on the show on yesterday. And so it's good to be here. We drive you straight up to 10 o'clock. Those of you who were not successful to have won the cash giveaway on yesterday, today is a perfect opportunity for you to win again. So the process is just very simple for you. All you have to do, make sure you have $100 Liberian on your Lone Star mobile money account, or you have 70 cents on your Lone Star mobile money account in US. And once you have that, you are qualified to play our cash giveaway. All you have to do is to dial *799 hash and follow the instructions. The instructions are just very simple and short. So you dial *799 hash and send, and then you wait for a few seconds. The system will upload for you, and when the system uploads, what you need to do is to enter number 11 because we're seated at 11 amongst the options. And once you enter option number 11, you send and wait for a few seconds, and two options will appear to you. Option number one is asking you to play in US dollars, and option number two is requiring you to play in LD. Whichever option you enter, you send and wait for a few seconds and enter your mobile money password. Once you do that, you are qualified to play our cash giveaway. And so that's the process, very simple and easy. Listen to Abu trying to place on the spotlight. Zoe. But it's an interesting thing. You see, the politics we have in our country, it doesn't have the quality of the standard that it is supposed to have. Especially so, we make a lot of mistakes all the time by sending elected people to the legislature, people who are supposed to possess strong intellectual, academic, and political reasoning, who bring less than 2% of that to the public, during the public discourse. And so we're short of reasoning. And so the few we have, the few we have, we're struggling to get, the country to where it's supposed to be. But I don't think any reasonable man will start to grade a government, a 6 months old government, 100% or 70%, all of that. But it depends the IQ of the person too, the literacy of the person, and all of that. And so, Zoe is a two-faced character. Some of us who've known him for decades, especially in the political space, that's what he is, a two-faced character. He's clear that he supports every government and every president, and the fact that he's on record for saying that, I mean, I just see him as an insignificant figure. Outside his catch, he's been able to get, and he brings nothing tangible, nothing of quality, of standard. So I mean, but that's him. The man was contradicting himself. A few days ago, you're wearing CDC t-shirt and supporting CDC and George Ruja and all of that. After 7 months, you hear saying 10 years, 5 years ago, you have not been able to fix the road in Grenjide. The people were eating rotten fish and rotten this and that. But you were a lawmaker. You don't
and you
just
are supporting
show the system. All the systems that allow your people to eat rotten fish and rotten meat, the cold storage, without having access to their facilities. You were a lawmaker and milking, downing, and whining with the system that were allowing your people to eat rotten fish and rotten meat.
And he was always
He
at the
did
Ministry of
show
Finance.
and did not do anything. Today, he's raising those issues, and he does not even have the sense of reasoning to establish that he is equally guilty for causing his people to unquote eat rotten fish and rotten meat. But again, you said that one is for Grenjilians. He will go back and buy things and buy pieces of steaks and things and distribute to them, and they will re-elect him. So me, I won't marry in the country. I can put my money in here politics. Like so because you will still go back and pay money and get elected. The major Prince Johnson in Grenjide. You will still go back and pay money and get elected. I actually said why they were blaming Car Father for burning that man's house. There's a secret behind that. There's a deep secret behind the burning of Sopenos, not because of Madison going. No, that's not the real reason why Sopenos' house was burned. Not because of Madison. The people, the residents, the voters in Grenjide believe that Sopeno conspired to conspire to tamper with the CDC's vote in Grenjide County. the rest, the people, the voters, the real voters, they believe that he conspired with the Unity Party to tamper with the CDC vote in Grand Jury.
So
And
that Guyon thing was just a cover-up.
Zobeno is 1,000,000% aware of that. He's 1,000,000% aware. Zobeno knows exactly what his house got burned by those angry citizens. He's aware. Yeah. So so that's it. It's good to be here this morning. Let's drive together. Let's drive together straight up to 10 o'clock, folks. It's good to be here.
Yeah, fair enough. Thanks a lot. And Austin, also a lot of our guys have been, I know, man, you guys are very critical in the country. We follow you for too many things, but there is this issue that's been trending that we've not heard you spoken about, blah, 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 this, that, with respect. These are in-house now, with respect to the audit conversations that's happening, folks. The way we do our job is quite different from a lot of people, and that's why we are always right when we say things and when we take position on matters. You see, we are not politicians as much as you will want to think it anyhow. But we are journalists, we are analysts. When the issues come out, there are a lot of sides and there are a lot of things that they come out with. So to be able to properly put these matters into perspective, it becomes our own work now to go and connect all of the pieces, cross all of the T's and dots, all of the R's, and then we come out now start telling you this. Particularly with respect to these audits, they're happening under extremely politicized circumstances. You all know that. The government has come to power on a matter of witch hunting and defaming in every way possible that they can, right? So you all understand that has been the government's primary objective. Now, in the face of that, the government has been scrambling to put her feet down on governance issue. There have been a lot of governance lapses, governance misgivings, and all of that here, there, yonder. The president is making terrible mistakes. The government is indulging into mafia deals and operation. So the government is actually under pressure. So in their own closet, they see these things as a means of relief for them. So we as political pundits don't just buy into anything that the government cook and come out with. Hey, no, we have to do our own due diligence. Because once upon a time when the government was taking power, in fact, the very GAC that's being heralded today was condemned, and there were elements within the government that were calling the GAC and CDC people, and, blackmailing all these people. But subsequently, different meetings were held. We saw the GAC people went to the executive mansion, they met the president, they went so. So who knows? So we can't just jump from the blue moon. That GAC that finished having meeting now with the president, they finished having meeting with the party and all the people, they come out, they say something. For all we respect them, we got our friends there, professional people. But those were the disposition that the Unity Party had. Subsequently, the Unity Party want all of us to believe that as soon as the GAC says something, we must just jump, all of us will start running behind, we'll start beating everybody that GAC. No, it doesn't work that way. And the issue of an audit is a very painstaking professional process, and they have critical sides and areas to consider. You don't just jump on one side, you start running, you start no. So you're the people, the ordinary people that are out there, or the Unity partisan, the optics is for y'all, not us. By the time we speak, by the time we grab, we are very interested in these audits. And it becomes the responsibility of the institutions and the individuals that will be measuring any audits. The same way we were batching on, even the United Party folks that are holding position, in how many GAC audits their names are mentioned in, they're passing around, some of them have been appointed. The lady that they sent to gender ministry and her name audit report for Safuni, the county money and all of that. And Boaga stay appointed at that place. We raised it, we talk out the GAC report, we read it on radio. Boaga heard it, Boaga stay appointed. After our appointment, we read it, we talked about it, we made note, the Senate still confirmed it. So what you're coming here for? These are for political correctness purposes and to reduce whatever the ruling establishment believe as a pressure on them and silence other people. So we are not going for that. So for them, they think they'll be using it for that. But when we finish all our investigation, when we come to a point of conclusion, we will grab it, we'll sit down inside, we'll start digging. And when it's established that the LACC or the GAC did not do deep diligence and they bought into political pressure, we will state it. And when the facts are clear that the institution and the individual have a reason to account, we will dig in those people too. They will give us account. Their country money not belong to nobody. When you had the opportunity, person, we are getting the opportunity to serve, it was to serve the Liberian people, not to serve yourself. So we are clear about that. Basically, so that we're not running other media institutions running, to school point for the government. No. We are not doing that, actually.
So it's because the system has made audit a political thing. So people said George Weah took over and was not auditing. You know why people said George Weah did not audit anybody? It's because George Weah did not do his audit in the public. That's because the audit that was done under by the CDC did not come to the public, or did not start sharing information to so-called diaspora or XR activists to start publishing them on Facebook, because we wanted to maintain the professionalism and the integrity of the GAC and the audit process. So nobody could have felt witch hunted. Mm-hmm. There are UP folks who are aware that GAC audited them. There are GAC folks that are aware that UP folks who are aware that the GAC audited them under George Weah. Did you hear it? No. Because the CDC did not politicize it. Go to GAC and ask for audit report of the UP government Mm-hmm. You find audit report for a 6-year period, for the last 6 years of President Sharif, some for the last 12 years of President Sharif, in some cases, like the Ministry of Gender. Pizzo City time when she took over, the GAC audited the Ministry of Gender. Mm-hmm. Audited the Ministry of Gender before she took office. That gender ministry was audited for the period of 6 years. That report is before the GAC. And there are people who have issues. In fact, it was Julius Donkey-Cassell who even slinked or released the report, leaked the report to people to engage into social media war. Did the Minister of Gender then follow her to start responding to her? No, but there is a GAC report on gender ministry for the tenure of her predecessor. She says that woman, this is a woman I'm succeeding. I want to audit the time she got here and the time she left. That audit was done at gender ministry. And those of you who are gender can will attest to that. But you didn't hear anything about it.
It wasn't political.
The Ministry of Finance was audited. There's audit report on the Ministry of Finance. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs was audited. There is an audit report on the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. No, the PAC, I like the way the PAC is doing her work. Now that the PAC is reviewing audit reports from the GAC, let's wait and see. Today, everybody is talking about EPS. Everybody is talking about this other ministry under George Weah. When the serial part reaches, they will start causing Amara Kone and Clarence Garden soon. Just wait. The whole thing within South, and they will start causing Amara Kone and Clarence Garden. Because the PAC, we're going to follow that work. We welcome the public hearings, the public review of the PAC, the GAC report by the PAC, and we support it. Somebody texted me yesterday, one of our followers said, Austin, why are you calling for audit of the former administration? I said, because Mr. Weah wants audit. I support Mr. Weah and anything he wants. So I said, I support Mr. Weah. And Mr. Weah supports audit. Mr. Weah supports transparency. Mr. Weah supports accountability. So anything that will promote and enhance accountability and transparency, I support that. And that is why we're supporting the public hearings that are taking place by the PAC. We are lips. We are on record. We support everything that is happening, all public hearings, the actions that are being taken by the PAC, we support them. If James Brown was in CDC government and is accused or believed to be not believed but excused, and there are records to show that James Brown mismanaged $1.2 million, the PAC will take action in keeping with their rules, in keeping with their laws. And I will support that. I'm not going to sit there and say because I supported CDC and there is an audit report backed by evidence to prove that James Brown mismanaged $1 million because I support CDC then. And hey, I wish on your did man. No, we're not going to do that. We are going to support an independent process. We're going to support an independent review process of the PAC. I'm not talking about Joe Biden and all the things running around way. Eh? So that's what we stand. When you look at people that getting there mismanaging $20.4 million, then they think GC will not go there to audit. They think GC will not go there to audit that money. They think GC will not audit their author and all of that. GC will audit them. So it's time to talk audit. Right now, it's time to follow the PAC process. After the PAC process, they will come up with recommendations.
Good. And
So
we like the
the-
public hearing
sure.
trend that they are taking.
Sure.
So we will continue.
So let's follow.
So when we start auditing the 22 million, when say, oh, you can't do public hearing, you know, people man say, oh, the person, the senator trying to be, oh, the PAC won't be political. They're acting for the citizens. No. So we will continue the process of public hearing around these GSC reports or the GSC audit findings and have the people go there and answer questions and all of that, which is fair. You know, we support it. We support audit. In fact, we were yet saying, yo, go audit the people. But mind you know, like I said, and I will restate, if you politicize the process of audit, you use it as a political weapon to silence your opponent. It is unacceptable. That is equally unacceptable. You undermine the integrity of the entire audit process. And these audits, as we all are seeing them, are taking place or are being reported under extremely politicized circumstances. So where does that leave the integrity and the objectivity of the audit process and all of that? So you have to be careful. Like Austin said, government before this, reckless arrangement, conducted audit, but they always kept the auditors and the GSC in the back doing their professional job. Institution will request audit. Even the guy posted yesterday, the LTA requested for audit. They audited some projects and programs. Other institutions did it. The audit reports are available. And other people, before taking over different offices, they requested that the offices be audited. The findings are there. They're there with the PAC. And we have commitment from the leadership of the Joint Public Accounts Committee at the legislature that there will be review of these audit reports. And there will be, a public hearing to the effect of these audit reports. The vice president, when Baka was vice president, your office was audited. The audit report is there. So there will always also be public hearing on it. He is the president now, but there is an audit report on his office. So you see, these things are professional good governance practices. These are not matter that you use and give it to your stooges, or if you may, and give it to them and try to use it as political weapons. When you start to do that, then senior professional minded people like us now will just let you to do your politicking. When you finish, you have to do your business, and then we sit. So basically, it's an attempt to silence certain critical voices so that they're not talking, they're not doing what they have to do, and blah, blah, blah. So this one here, yesterday, I received it from the WASH Commission, Austin. It will interest you to know that these are the things happening at the WASH Commission. Let me just share it with you quickly, and then we'll read it for our people, and then we move to other issues quickly. Hey, Abu. Happening at WASH Commission. 1. Over 40% of the commission employees have been taken from payroll, including many of whom are on authorized academic study leave, approved by the former CEO. 2. Magnus' new director of tariff was discussed. 3. Due to policy difference and refusal of by human resource stance on part on the part of the acting CEO, George Yango, the human resource unit head resigned. So he were asking the men to do a lot of unprofessional things and stuff. So the guy trying to protect his professional credential. He said, "Let me just lead your thing here, yeah, because the way you're proceeding, they're not how professional space supposed to operate." 4 senior management team members have been relieved of their positions and sent to uh, the newly appointed HR director. I'm told it's a handpick, but you get a detail of who that person is, and it will shock you. Those staff include Octavia, those are so United Party militants. Octavia Sampson, Director of Administration and Finance. Francis, the American Steve, so they tell the United Party opponent to Minister of Finance, the finance area. Francis Snowton, Comptroller. Darlington Clark, Special Assistant to former Executive Director, they moved them. Comfort Salif Wilson, Compliance Officers. Political militants of the UP referred to as rescue soldiers who aren't yet in the employ of the entity have been handed directors' responsibility, and all directors have been directed to stop work until further notice. These are the things I hope the partners are putting a lot of money into the WASH Commission. I hope they're also listening with some of the things that's happening there. Just as the CEO has been appointed by the president to act, he has appointed the following in acting roles. 1. Habaku Sako, Botneke cousin, appointed and acting as executive director. Botneke cousin, Botneke recommends it, so they put Botneke cousin there, he acting. When the actual directors are there, he has told them to stop working. Then he appointed his own people. They say acting. He said acting. So everybody acting. Kopotier appointed as acting chief of office staff to the acting CEO. Shadrach Wolo appointed as acting director of sector coordination position that does not exist. It makes your own thing. Some of the reason the HR may resign. He has appointed acting comptroller, administrative assistant, and receptionist respectively. Since his takeover, he has said he doesn't recognize the senior management team he met. Rather, he is redoing the organigram and will name his own SMT. Folks, this is how the guys are rescuing the country. He has placed stop order on all directors from doing their normal work and handed those work to the UP militants. So those of you who are saying, oh, say how is it called? Say, I know Sabu unit running the government, this, that UP militant, that rescue soldier, and they are arresting government institutions and implanting themselves in institutional lasting militancy. There's one here now going to say, oh, militant, you can't party here, because let's tell you, thank you. They one here is taking militants and giving professional technical jobs to them when some of them do not possess the quality and the qualifications for them, irrespective. One, they have to show pictures or they have to show recording of insulting George Weah and his family, then they are qualified as UP militant to occupy any position in the country. The country is run terribly. And these are some of the AOs that are going on under Joseph Boakai that will continue to flag on a regular and daily basis. So yeah, I was thinking.
Liberia is a very good place. That's all I can say. Liberia is a good place. Liberia is on the right track. Liberia is making progress. Liberia is shining. Liberia is making name amongst the Community of Nations. Liberia is fast developing. Our systems are being reformed and revived. Our government entities are very shining. They're employing the more qualified people now are being employed in government. Government is more effective now since the foundation of this country. Government is achieving a lot in 7 months. Joe Baga is Liberia's best president to have ever existed on planet Earth. Joe Braga is Liberia's most educated president to have ever existed on planet Earth. And so the country is now rescued. We can all now go to bed and sleep in peace. Nobody is dying anymore in the country. Nobody is taking drug anymore in the country. Kush is no more in Liberia. All of our border points are now fully secured. Nobody is laundering money in our country again. There is no secret killing in our country. The Liberia Council of Churches statement they issued a big lie. They lie on the government. The government is doing a great job. Civil servants are taking pay on time. Mr. Braga, in the 30 days of the 100 days, was able to successfully increase civil servant salaries. Our hospitals now have sufficient drugs. And more doctors have been trained. Last month, over 2,000 doctors were sent to what the place name Cuba for training. That money is being paid by the budget on Joe Braga. Too many good things are happening in the country now. Our roads are being reconditioned and paved all across the country. We have now all the 15 countries now have electricity, stable electricity. And so the country is good, it's okay, it's rescue. Our justice system is strong and effective. The legislature is independent and transparent. The executive is extremely effective, never before in the history of our country. And so unemployment rate has reduced to 2%, and employment rate has reduced to 98% now. There are more people employed in the country.
So everybody
everybody is enjoying now. We say thanks to Joe Braga. That's all I can say.
I mean, there could be no sarcastic way of responding to these governance ineptitude that we are seeing in the country than what Austin has just done. Because these were their promises. These were the things you all were made to believe in the community. That with Joe Braga, everything is going to be rosy. Everything is going to be heaven on earth. And this is, folks, this is what we are seeing, secret killings. You see, the Council of Churches constrained to make admittance to the leadership and governance blunder by Mr. Braga, expressing their utmost frustration. But yet, you still have some of you cluelessly out there, still heaping praises on this useless and irresponsible government headed by a sleepy Joe Braga. Sleepy, very, very sleepy. His brains, everything sleep. So, but yeah, there can be no other way to put it, my dear brother. You said it right. So let's give us some money and come back. We have our conversation in the APRC compound, folks. Let's give us some money, and then we have the breakfast with our man Peter Solo. Peter this morning. 0886. This is an 886 number, and let's call the first winner. The process is simple. There are a lot of winner already. So let's call the very first winner here by dialing the number. But just also while we are calling winners, to let you know that the process is already on. People are already collecting their mark. So we got the very first caller here, the very first winner. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. You're live on Freedom FM.
Wow, my favorite station.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you play cash giveaway this morning?
Yeah.
How many times?
3 times.
Oh, wow. 3 times. Have you received your SMS?
Yes, sir.
So the eagle has landed.
Yeah.
Congratulations, my friend, my big brother. You sound like an elderly person. Congratulations, okay?
Yeah, well, thank you very much.
Okay, so let's move to the next winner. Let's move to the next winner by calling this other person here. Winner number 2. The process is simple. Get some money in your phone and prepare to face the calamity of the Braga's governance reality. You know, Braga promises were all elusive. They were all elusive. So people felt. So the real reality now that what we living the reality of Braga governance. Up to now, Braga ain't get no direction on how you want to carry the country, no development agenda, no economic policy, nothing. The only thing that's happening in the country, cell phone booth. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, mommy.
Good morning. This is Freedom FM.
Yeah,
Mom, did you play our Freedom Cash giveaway this morning?
yeah.
Okay. How many times you play?
I've been playing for today. I play one time.
Okay, and you've been winning too, right?
Yeah, one time.
Okay, the one time you won what? The jackpot or the regular?
Yeah, 2-5.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you have also won this morning. You got the message already?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, congratulations. Okay.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay, so this is real. She's won before and she's won again. Let's move to the tier. The tier winner is a 888 number. So for those of you that can say, oh no, only the other number can win. Uh, Alafa, yeah, great. There's a 888 number, right? Okay, let's call this number quickly. Okay, let's call this number quickly. The tier winner for the day. Okay, and I like how today, oh, how many phone on? Nobody phone off today. Everybody number ringing. Let's hope this winner picks. Let's hope this winner picks, and then go ahead. Window number 3. Your phone is ringing, and so please. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, bro.
Good morning, sir. This is Freedom FM.
Yeah.
Chief, I know you are expecting the call, right?
Sure, for sure.
And you got the message?
Yeah, I got a message.
Tell what kind of message you got?
I got this morning. I can play Freedom FM. Radio.
Mm-hmm.
This morning, I play for I received 2,500.
Okay. How many times you play the money?
This morning, I play 2 times.
2 times. That your first time winning?
I'm my first time winning from Freedom FM.
But you now win from other places?
Yeah, I've been from Freedom FM before.
Oh, okay. Congratulations, okay?
Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Yeah, so they'll be playing on this side. You have friend, people looking for freedom, then you go to Rusty's phone. So you got to play on this side, you win. Okay, so okay, let me see the fourth winner. The fourth winner here. The fourth winner here. You got 3, 8, and 5. Okay, let's call the fourth winner, and then we'll call the rest of the other people. We'll call you when we do the next draw. So just keep playing and make sure you're part of the next batch of winners. So we have a very sizable number of winners here already. Okay, the phone is ringing. The fourth winner phone is ringing. The phone is ringing. I hope you pick your call this morning. Hope you pick your call. Oh, okay. The phone, the phone has rang without responding. So yeah, folks, we hold that right there, and yes, we are now going into our conversation, the one you've all been waiting for. But just before we do that, Austin have something breaking for us, right? Not really breaking, but just something that's important to tell you how our country now is going. It's headed in a very dangerous direction. And when we come here, we ask you to pray for Liberia and that God will save us. God will intervene in saving us from this calamity. You see, when we sit down as analysts, as critical minds in this country, we describe the system as being a calamity. We do not just say them from the blue. We say them on the basis of some of the things that are happening, and then we make comparative analysis to historical and facts and story. And you look at the whole thing, you know what is going on. If some intervention is not made, right? It is a calamity. And Boakai has to take full charge and responsibility and put our country on the right trajectory. these things are unacceptable. These things are not the way to govern. These are not the way to have the facts from the Liberian people, right? You see, when you wish me dead, or you wish any of us here dead, you start doing all kinds of things, going for us and making us, right? You are setting the
What's
country
up?
up for nonsense.
What you
Over
on?
there.
What's going on?
Yeah, thank you.
Huh? You sound like you're eating, yo.
Eh?
You sound like you're eating Sunday morning, yo.
You are bad here. I would dress out the go ahead.
Without you eating, how you eat quite a friend, Emma?
I will you also not go for it, but you're not going to say you're not here eating.
But let's see, I want reasoning for you to hear.
Uh-huh.
This thing was published on Facebook. Response on the response and defense team of Abraham Gosson William. Obituary announcement. The Williams family regret to announce the death of their son, brother, husband, Abraham Gosson William. He died in a terrible motor accident on July 17, 2024 at 10:55 p.m. while returning home from a stock show. Face the issue. So,
my man, we're reading your obituary, then you laughing.
Oh man, God can laugh too. Well, then Joseph Waka can come back to life and be powerful, and me can come back and
so because too many persons just forwarding the messages to us, and then we're just receiving calls on the radio. The calls are distracting us from the show. So I said no. Let me call the ghost so the ghost can speak to you in the morning.
The best way to answer it is for the message to come to us.
So ghost hello. Maybe the main step at a story.
Well, that's the president. You know, me, I believe the person behind that post is Joseph Waka.
It's possible.
Joseph Waka is the one that using that Zola name. You know, Joseph Waka is somebody who thinks that people like us, we are his target. And that's the issue. The big president, you get a country to run, you're not focusing on it, that people have people must die. You just say you deserve to die ever since.
See the message I pray for somebody to die.
Yeah. You told to die ever since. Let me tell you, say you pray for somebody to die, I will now sit down the radio and say he's going to die, because I have never said that before. I only tell you sick, you age or whatever it is. Yeah. But say you wish for that, but I will not go that low with him.
Yeah.
I will not go too low with him. I can't wish anyone death.
And I think I want to agree with you. It appears like he's the one beyond that Zola profile on Facebook.
Joseph Waka. You don't even know it at all. Joseph Waka is the one that beyond it.
Okay, Ghost. Thank you for talking to us, Ghost.
Yeah, thank you so much. The ghost will be appearing this evening to continue his ghost work.
So the man is just sending your obituary or AV page on it. Rest in peace, rest in peace. So that's why you see we have not said anything on the radio. We didn't start talking here because they just distracting us with calls and messages and things. So the man is saying that AV down there, yeah.
So
this country. Okay, yeah. Thank God you're finished hearing your voice.
Yeah, so everybody okay now.
Let's go. I will continue.
Yeah, so let's man, my man on the radio. After the station. But if I on radio, what will I be on the radio? And after the station. Yeah, but anyway, I'm here. So yeah, I think we can now go into our conversation, having clear the air on this matter. It's politics. It's all politics. It only speaks to the magnitude of the work we are doing, the impact it's having, and people who are interested in deceiving the country and stealing from the country without the people knowing the facts and the truth. They wish us dead, and so they will continue to say these things. They continue. The man who in fact, the man going to serve his country on the other side. It's contributing to the country every day, just as all of us, sacrificing, doing everything. Somebody said that, because you're exposing the world, say the man on that. So Abby is well and kicking, and it's alive, it's strong, it's upbeat. It's going to be here tonight. It's going to be here, as always, to do the people's job. With that said, folks, in the spirit of ethical journalism and responsible reporting, first of all, the work we do here has always been political. We focus on the politics of the day. What government is doing, what government is not doing, what government is supposed to do, We do not go into these, basically into the running of people, personal, activities and all of that, and these things have this. No. But the moment you see us, this serious platform, politically built platform, the moment you see us say, you know what, this thing is of interest. That is on the basis of the reach out, the tips, the facts that keeps coming, how overwhelming. And this is the case with a man that we have not interacted with ever in our life, right? In our professional sojourn, and we seek no attention from him. Absolutely. This is the case with a man who has overstayed in a position that ethically, professionally, and legally is uncalled for in a critical revenue generating sector, even by the standard operating procedure of the revenue authority. An individual agent, right, is not supposed to stay that length of time, because if such happens, it leaves room for manipulation, or if you may, complacency, or it creates a kind of environment where the man gets localized into the daily operations and all of that, and these people that he is supposed to be checking on now will start checking on him. The people he's supposed to be stringent on, he start to be flexible, and they bond. And this is not supposed to happen. There are critical technical areas or works that when you're doing, bonding is not acceptable with the people you're supposed to be dealing with. Anything that would allow for you and your client to bond and start having relationship and connection, no, it compromises the job. That's why in the financial sector, people don't stay everything in one place. Even in the banking sector, the tellers are rotated. Because when you keep a teller at one branch forever, that teller builds a relationship with the customers. And in the process of that relationship, it will be in the bank and outside the bank. And outside the bank, they start to have some different conversations, different things start happening. Before you look now, you set the bank up for serious financial improprieties. So smartly, intelligently, the system says no. When Austin comes here at branch or Waterside branch for 6 months, you move Austin from here. So when Abu is expecting Austin to be there in month 7, you go there, oh, but Austin not here again. Where is Austin? Austin going to be kind of the whole plan failed, the whole plan chocolate, right? That's how the whole thing operates. Now, that is at the private banking level, at the government level. You take an individual and assign them at a revenue generating point. And this is one of the points that the government relies on hugely for revenue collection. And this man has been there in violation of the very institutional policy on rotation. Whenever there are times for institutional rotation in keeping with best practices for effective revenue oversight and accountability, right? This Peter Solo fellow, who we do not know, we've not even seen a living body and care, we do not even care to see, has always been in that place from time immemorial. And whenever there are time for rotation, the system which we have been made to believe is a syndicate will protect Peter Solo and justify it by the fact that Peter is doing well at the LPRC. Peter is doing well at the LPRC. And that does not suffice in an integral or accountable environment. You don't use that. These are common things you can do in your regular daily life. Oh, I trust that the way Baga go read that letter. I trust. No, you don't do that. Trust is perishable. Trust is not something where it's static. Somebody can be, you can trust somebody today, then tomorrow the person be something else. people, human being, our attitude are not stable. The different things influence our behavior. The human pattern changes. So that what in finance they say, move the man, rotate the man, holding all the father constant. They seem trust the man, get and carry on the other side. So if the justification that because we've spoken to a lot of people, and all we continue to hear, oh my man, they say that man doing well there. They say the man performing there. They say the man doing this or fine. So if Peter has that intelligence, that creativity, and that knowledge and that power, when you transfer Peter from LPRC, you send Peter to Logatuo, Peter will implement that same strategy that he's doing to LPRC that you're so impressed about, and then the revenue at Logatuo will increase. Then we get two places now that are increasing because of Peter's brilliance. So Peter now reform LPRC. According to your narrative, folks, we'll come to the issue. We're just setting the basis. Then when Peter go Logatuo, then the country win, right? If no shaded deeds inside, if no corruption inside, if no compromises inside, take Peter from LPRC, you carry him there. Peter finish building the system to LPRC. When you take Musu, you put Musu to LPRC, she goes and follow. As soon as she underperform, then you know already Musu is incapable, you move her. Because Peter finished setting the standard at LPRC. You can either go above it or you can go below it. That's how real country, transparent country, accountable country operate. Send Peter there. Or if you can't send Peter to Logatuo, you can send Peter to Ganta. You can send Peter to Bo Watersa. You can send Peter to our RA. Right? There are plenty of areas you can send Peter to. Peter now. So what making Peter Solo must be at LPRC? We are told. And as Peter is there, Peter is accumulating fortunes, unexplained fortunes, or fortunes and wealth and properties that raises eyebrow. Peter is not the only revenue collector in the country. The man not even commissioner. But when you see the man establishment, the thing the man has, commissioner not standing good, you can't come near it. Assistant commissioner then can call the man yes sir. And all of that. So this has brought a kind of situation within the revenue sector, the LRA environment, and people are wondering why is this happening. So yesterday we had a conversation with a senior manager in the LRA, whom for security reasons and other reasons we will not mention their name. And that person was direct. So look, my young man, the conversation you're having is ethical, is legal, and it is exactly within the management framework of the LRA. And all of us senior managers have been raising these concerns, but we can't speak because you got to be careful. I say, oh, how you're doing so you can talk? Say, yeah. I say, oh, but your boss man went to the Senate. Your boss man said, LPRC not performing. So how you still holding to the impression that LPRC the mental LPRC is doing well when generally you are telling the country say LPRC not performing. LPRC contribution is underwhelming. But when you go in the LRA, they say the men doing well. So the well the men doing now, where that one can go becomes the question. So Peter, the question you have to answer to the Liberian people is the revenues you are collecting, the monies you are collecting on behalf of the government, where are you carrying the money? Because your boss man say, you're not performing, you're not contributing. But when you go inside, they say you're doing well. So, Mr. Boyka, I hope the senior economic management team, the government people, you're listening, because you're the one struggling to pay salary. 26 coming, the citizens and not even pay you. And all that, people hanging, nobody, the whole market empty, like ghost scam, nobody buying. In fact, people not even talking about because no money in the country. But wait, they say no money in the country, but certain people sitting somewhere, they are setting their money run in the country. Their money run, but the rest of us say no money, all of us suffering with poor. One person just getting money. And that person is in a position where his salary, when you do calculatively, his salary cannot account for the life he's living and the property he's owning across the country. That's the point. Another point is that as part of upholding ethical duties, when these things that we've been gathering for months reach our decks, we place a call. My colleague and I talked about it. He said, okay, you know what, my man, let's call the man. So we called the young man. And the young man, I don't know, and, in confirmation of these black dealings, the young man responds to us with interest you. Somebody who is doing the right thing. The media people call you, they say, oh, my man, we won't talk to you. There is something, there is something we are getting that relates to some of the work. In fact, they may not even allow us to finish talking. The man leader, the man start talking other things. And in fact, the media people are tired. We are media people insinuating as though he has been into a business of doing different shady things, and the media has been with him on his back. And I don't know the interpretation. So I'm gonna play this thing for you, so that you know we just did not jump from the blue and say, oh, like some of you know. We got this. We did due diligence. We phoned Mr. Peter Solo to understand and hear from him about these allegations and claims. Right? So listen to Mr. Peter Solo. Okay. Okay.
Hello, good afternoon. Yeah, is this Mr. Peter Solo? Yeah. My name is Abu Sharif. I work for Freedom FM. It's one of the talk show hosts. I want your journalist tonight.
So you hear the man? As soon I made the call and introduced myself, the man even allow me to explain the purpose and intent of the call. The man said, I want your journalist in again. I tired with journalists in again. How does that interpret? I do not know. What does that go to say? I do not know. He did not even allow the room to even establish and say why at this point he don't want to talk to journalists. How have he been talking to journalists in the past? I do not know. What conversation, what's the nature of the discussion the meeting he has been having with journalists that now he don't, I don't know who told him and how and all of that, but it smells something. It smells a lot. It goes to even further validate the fact that Mr. Solo is not into, his dealings under clear and transparent and accountable atmosphere. So he has been having this back and forth conversation. Even when we are calling him, so maybe these things have not come, but we are committed to ensuring that we help rescue our country and our government from the hands of selfish individuals who think they can use state positions and state entrusted authorities to exploit the wealth of this country at their personal benefit. And this is unacceptable. When we send you in as revenue collector, you're supposed to be there to generate revenue to address the general constraint that everybody faces in the country, constraints and challenges that everybody faces. Healthcare is a problem. Electricity is a problem. Water is a problem. Where does government get money from? From our revenues collectors. When there are compromises in our tax collections affecting the entire country but benefiting a few, it is a reason to raise concern. It is a reason to raise concern. And Mr. Double Jala is the LRA boss. Since he got there, he has made no effort to reform or restructuring the LRA. He has been there for months now. And it is apparent that Mr. Double Jala feels comfortable and okay with the system like this. And he is proud to go to the LRA and report underperformance from sectors that are supposed to be the backbone to our revenue. Situation. The backbones, they are there. The backbone has been exploited. The bones are being ripped off by individuals who are owning properties, businesses. Something we will present to you, and the facts will be raw and, of course, undiluted. You see them pictures, and you all can have conversation. We were here. People were flying with mansions and this, that. Oh yeah, there are people being duplexes, owning properties. And who are they? Tax collector for what? The country, but the country is complaining. The country is unable to pay workers. But one worker sitting somewhere, being mansions, living in largesse. Folks, get where we are. Austin, you listen to the call, and you already. But this is where we are.
You need to play that recording again, which is very important for our audience.
Let me come back.
Okay. Hello, good afternoon. Yeah, good. Is this Mr. Peter Solo? Yeah. My name is Abu Sharif. I work for Freedom FM. It's one of the talk show hosts. How are you, John? Listen, I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean entire with journalism, but you have to listen to me. So please, listen. I'm performing. Yeah. Yeah, I beg it. Yeah. What way on the story want to attire? Yeah. No, but you want to listen.
Austin. Peter say, he tired. Tired of what? I just can't understand, but he's saying he's tired. I mean, a public servant refusing to speak to accountability issue and telling us that he's tired.
You see, I lost track on the human resource management policy of the LRA, but I know that I think we can get it from somewhere else. Somewhere else. But let's say this: why I would try us to get that. What I would try us to get that. Let me say this to all of us. Oh, where did this thing go? Okay. Those of you who worked with LRA, I want to reference all of you to 7.17 of the that's just the session, but I've not gotten it. But it's 7.17 of the human resource management policy. That is squarely on job rotation at the LRA. I think my phone is slow, so it's not. I find it difficult to download it. So, but all of these guys who are collectors and senior collectors who are employees of LRA, all of those who are staff, who fall within the staff category of LRA, they fall under this human resource management policy. And 7.17 is clear on job rotation. And there's a requirement there. The requirement say at least 24 months. Or at most 24 months. So you can be there on a particular job. For those of you who, especially like this man, who is a senior collector at the LPIRC for LRA. It's a senior. He's not supposed to be there for more than 24 months. This young man has been out there for the rest of his life. Say a man born here, everybody been knowing he has been down there. But you see, folks, we said to you yesterday that today we will not talk politics, we'll talk a more moral governance issue. Peter Solo seems to be an arrogant character. All of you who have been following us on the radio, like unlike the other people who sit on radio and they're always looking for something about an individual who doing business or what the other business corporation doing, what the other man doing with his job. No. Do you hear us into people's personal business aside from public service reform issues? You don't normally hear us concerned about what Seti brother doing, what in the other person, the other company doing. No, you know why we don't get involved like that too much, unlike when bad labor issues surface and they are brought to us, and then we can talk about them. And even when we are having conversation about bad labor practice, we place the emphasis on the Ministry of Labor instead of the company because, hey, we don't want people to think that we are having conversation because we want to solicit money from them. So we try as best as possible to manage our space. But it seems when you listen to Peter's solo conversation with Abu, I was shocked between me and let me say I was shocked by his response and his utterance. This young man called and say, I am Abu Sharif from Freedom FM. Freedom FM is an international brand. It's an international media brand. There's nowhere in the world you go to any Liberian community and mention Freedom FM, and nobody there will know Freedom FM. Let me repeat, there is nowhere in the world where there is a Liberian community and you go there and mention Freedom FM and nobody there will say, yeah, I know Freedom. That's how we've struggled. We've laid our integrity down to build Freedom FM to a brand. And this is because of you, the ordinary people. So you don't see your running beyond the other man, no. So the fact that Abu took his phone and called what the young man Peter Solo, it should have clicked something to him because look, let me tell you this: Peter Solo knows Freedom FM, good the brand. Forget whether he know Abu, because Abu said I know him. And we Peter Solo staying for me, I will not identify him. I will tell you on a serious note. If he appears here, even me, I don't know him. So we do not know these people. We do not care to know them. We are interested in them doing what is right. This young man called him on professional purpose. These are issues, concerns that we've received. Do you know how long? It was April, May. It was June. It was June. Since June 16. Just calculate from June 16 to July 16. Today is July 18, right? So there's 2 months, 2 days. This issue of Peter Sodo came to us. When we started receiving information that the LRA management people there, they are violating the HRM policy and all of that, and Peter Sodo are overstayed at PRC with a reason best known to themselves, to a few people in LRA, and it's important that we talk about it. Imagine from June 16 to July 18, we not say anything about it. We not even text him. We bother Peter Sodo. Because we kept receiving calls and no concern from people within the system. We say, okay, Abu will do, place a call to Peter. Let's furnish him with this information and let's gauge his opinion or his side, about this.
That's all.
Abu said, you think we should call this man? You think Abu was not even comfortable calling him. He was not comfortable calling him because he didn't want, probably the same thing he was avoiding. That's what happened. My man, you call him, man, they can be disrespectful. I said, no. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's call him and place the phone on recording. I said, let's call him and place him on record. Just in case he misbehaves. Abu said, okay. Abu decided to call the man. Hey man, the man introduced himself to you. A decent character will first say, oh my man, what's the issue?
Yeah? public office.
What's the issue? You are serving the body. So what's the issue? Let Abu lay an issue before you on behalf of the platform. Then you can respond to him. I mean, you know, I've been, yeah, bro, I should allow you. I'm not in a good mood. Can we talk about this another time? I do not have any comment. I want to reserve comment on this issue to consult my bosses. There are many options that Peter Solo had to have responded to Abu if he was a professional person and a decent character.
And doing the right thing.
There are many options that he had. To the extent that you heard Abu trying to persuade him, which is professional, because when you go to interview people, they say you must be persuasive. At times the interview will be hostile, but you are supposed to stay calm and persuade the man to talk to you, because your intention is to get his opinion, his response. So you're supposed to manage your emotion, your tolerance. You should be tolerant, just because you have one purpose, to get that man to talk, to respond to your concerns. They may say, my man, you journalists are tired of your journalists. Have you spoken to Abu before? Have you spoken to anybody from Freedom FM before? Have you met anybody from Freedom FM before? Have you met Abu before? Have you met AB or Austin or Khan before? Have you met anybody? So a reasonable person will say, Freedom FM, I'm not even coming before you. So I mean, yeah, what they want to say. Then you place everybody in one category and say, if this man is telling us that he has been dealing with Liberian journalists, scores of them. How he's been dealing with them? Apparently, he has been giving them money to kill or to bury certain things about him. And maybe he's overwhelmed now with his interaction with Liberian journalists. So he said, my man, I'm tired of you journalists. Yeah. This is an indictment of the media, entire media. This is an indictment of the entire all journalists in the country. So who journalists they may have been dealing with? How has he been dealing with them? What has he been dealing with them about? What were the issues they were calling? Because when you say Attaya dealing with journalists, I mean journalists have been calling you back to back on different issues. And you have been addressing them, or you have been dealing with them on those issues. And so you're tired dealing with them. When somebody say, I'm tired dealing with you, it means they've been dealing with you all the time now. It means they've been dealing with Liberian journalists until he's tired. So what has he been dealing with Liberian journalists about? What were the issues they were raising? What were the issues those journalists have been raising? The message is what are the issues they've been bringing before you? And had the issue been about you or about LRA? It can't be about LRA, because if it's about LRA, then we will direct our inquiries to Daniel Ankra or Kaine Singbe or Jerry Siako and all of that, because we have our colleagues there. We know that they are in the media session. So if the issues are about LRA, we email Daniel or email Jerry or email D. Kaine Sigme. But the issue, it means the issues have been about him as an individual working in LPRC fans and for the LRA. So those media people he have been interacting with have been directing their inquiries to Peter Solo. And he has been dealing with them. So all those inquiries they've been making to him, while we are not seeing any newspaper publishing anything about him, while we haven't heard any radio station discussing anything about him or carrying his side in the news stories on the radio, it means he has been releasing money to kill. He has been compromising content. When those journalists call him, he take money, he compromise it, then they forget about him. So he's tired now. So he said, you go talk anything you want to talk. You go talk anything you want. Look, we don't have anything to talk about you or about you that we want to talk. You have your issues. It is in your closet. The LRA Human Resource Manual is clear. 7.17 is clear. That you, Peter Soto, you're not supposed to be in LBRC fence after 24 months. You're not supposed to be there. And I want Nana Austin Kawa or Abu Sharif saying that. That's what your human resource policy says, that you must not be down there. And not only you, all other senior collectors or staff of LRA that we know assigned to the different places, we are investigating you guys are not supposed to be there. You guys are already compromised. You're not supposed to be there. Whether it's what you call the place, the airport, whether it's at Ganta, whether it's at the Freeport, whether it's at the LPRC. No, you guys are not supposed to be there for more than 24 months. So Peter Solo, you are not supposed to be down there. The issue your colleagues are raising is that you have overstayed at LPRC. You're not supposed to be there. Not only that, the big one we're not talking, although we get that document today, or that we are finding today, that it wanted about your properties. Look, how these guys managed to acquire all of these properties? The country is sick. This country is sick. And sadly for us, for the next 6 years, we have a 79-year-old sick man that is presiding over the country. So a thing is not going to change. The country is already sick. Then you have one sick man presiding over it. So he too, in his sick man, he appointed another weakling at the LRA who the man is clueless. Double Jala, clueless about revenue administration. So you send him there, he too just sitting a butt down, doing nothing. I'm not even sure he had read the human resource policy. Because if Double Jala had read our human resource policy, he would be requesting the assignment letter of those people and review them and see when they went there and start to rotate them. We're not still be beating y'all or shouting at y'all. You're too BB and OO for us to be sitting on the radio. We're not even reached it says good year. Too or yeah. For us to be sitting on the radio, beating y'all and shouting at y'all, telling y'all to do your jobs. You're too OO. And when you owe and not doing your job, it means you are irresponsible to be in public service. The human resource manual, the policy is before you. Read the policy and rotate the people. We must go to the Supreme Court for Double Jala to sit down and read the human resource policy and tell Peter Solo from LPRC. We must go to the Supreme Court for that one. And you say this man is an integrity icon. What do you call integrity? You think integrity means you shouldn't drink liquor, you shouldn't smoke cigar, you shouldn't woman nazi mean you get integrity? The law has integrity. When the law is undermined, it means you who are presiding over the law, over the process, the space that is undermining the law, you do not have integrity. When you are implementing the law to the letter or enforcing the law to the letter, it means you are upholding the integrity of the law. It means you have integrity. The law is before you. Don't believe what we say. Request the HR department to present to you the human resource policy. Look for 7.17 of the human resource policy. See what it says about rotation and take the Peter Solo man and the rest of the other people that have been to different assignments for over 24 months. They have overstayed. The law is clear.
Implement the law.
People in LRA are not pleased. They want you all to change the people. If you think Peter Solo is too innovative, he's too creative, and he's very effective on the job at LPRC amongst those oil boss, send him to Ganta. Let Peter Solo take his innovation there. Let Peter Solo take his creativity to the Ganta Bolo. And let's see how he will perform there. Taking the Locato. Let him take his innovation and his creativity to Locato and see whether he's too creative that why LPRC was generating money. Let me tell you something. We are not stupid in this country. As long as LPRC is existing, any collector you send to LPRC, they will generate revenue for government. Because why? That place, you get no bad day. It's just a beer factory. Odiyama can say, when you happy, when the people are happy, they drink beer. When they sad, they drink beer. So I'm always good. No bad day. There's no bad day business. Anybody happy to drink beer. They sad, they will drink beer. So he will always make money from beer. They see my plans to LPRC. You even somebody say, why you sending email to LPRC? You not get oil day, you not get oil management day. Hey, you say any, you didn't say rat down there. As long as boarding there importing oil in the country, gasoline and fuel in the country, yeah, they will make money, they will generate money.
People opening fund, tank fund, they will get money.
So all you need to do a good financial management system that will tighten internal control, that ought to avoid stealing and waste and all of that. Once you do that, you will get money. LPRC will generate revenue for the government, and they will be compelled to pay their money because there's a garnishing law. So they refuse to pay, we garnish our account. So don't project Peter Soto to be one injured tax collector here. He's not better than plenty people in LPRC. You take anybody, take somebody from unknown. He just take a collector, not even senior collector. You even take a collector from in LPRC fans and make him senior collector. That person will perform. That person might even perform than Peter Soto. He's not the only person. Take him from there, carrying, okay, maybe he wants keeping to lucrative place, quote unquote. Then send him to the RRA. Send him to Freeport. But take him from LPRC. That's not a powerful. They're recording, we're putting it in our file, amongst our teaser. Every morning we will play Peter Soto voice on the radio. Every morning we will play it. Every day we'll come here from now straight to December 25th. When at 5 minutes, we'll talk about Peter Soto until Double Jala change him for LPRC.
That's the commitment, folks.
Every day we'll come here. Thank God tomorrow we'll do an extra edition with the Francis Ray. So every morning we'll come here, we'll have a space on this radio. We will play Peter Soto voice. And then we spend 5-10 minutes on it every day until Double Jala changes. If Double Jala doesn't change, Peter Soto will not stop, will not rest. And if it causes us to expand our conversation on Double Jala, we shall do that. We call him in the spirit of professionalism. He disrespected us. We call him in the spirit of ethics. He disrespected us. He was very unethical, unprofessional. He was very childish and unreasonable. The people say he overstayed down there. The people say that's why. There are some things we want to say to him. We can say to him. No. We can say to him. We can say some things to him because he too, he has a reputation, a family. So we can just say some things here. When we open the phone and show you some things here, people say, oh, but the mayor for inside his own LRA. His own LRA people.
He yourself will be shocked to know.
He will be shocked. Then he won't misbehave. I just get vexed. We say we'll not manage our emotion. That's all. You know what happened to that man? He will run here and he start calling people all around. As we talking, their messages and coming to all, yeah. My man, the men are all men. My man, the men are my man. My man, the men are my man.
But we can't keep running the country on our men.
But that your man. That one will call your man. We call your man before coming here. Your man fair, he won't injure. He too big now. You see, I told you, look, we here we do not have respect for government officials. Most government officials, you know what? Especially the ones that grew up in poverty, went to school on government money, got government job, has never survived, did not achieve anything outside of government. They keep the government before achieving everything they own in their life right now. Who won't be misbehaving and disrespecting people?
They're wearing good clothes because they're in
government. Taxpayers' money.
They're eating at good restaurant because they're
government.
So that kind of
you buy your properties because of government job. Taxpayers' money. Our money. I would say that a man like Peter Soto, who from a poor family has never achieved anything in life outside of government, coming disrespect us because of what? What do you have? What can you boast of that you achieve outside of government? And you want to disrespect people who do not even see and care about government job? And you think we'll sit down and allow you to disrespect us? We do not have respect for all of you. You can wear the best quality of clothes in this country, use the best perfume or spray in this country, wear the best shoes, drive the best cars. We do not give a freak about you because why? We know that all stolen money. And that's why we do not respect you. So Peter Soto, we gave you respect by calling you. We granted you respect by calling you. And you disrespected us. What do you have on your own? A poor boy from Grand G there? They didn't even have the chance to go to good school or quality school until you graduate from high school. We know you. We know your record. What your elementary upbringing? Your junior high upbringing, your senior high upbringing. How did you acquire education today? What better education do you have? that you want to come here and disrespect people. You know why? Our battle have started now between you and us. Every day we come here, we'll play your recording. And not just we'll play your recording, we'll call on Double Jara every day. Trust us. If you still ask me, the 5 people in the country that I got respect for, Double Jara will still be amongst the 5. I can say that every time. Off the radio, on the radio. If you still ask me, say name 5 persons in this country that you still got respect for, I will tell you Double Jara is amongst the 5 persons that I still got respect for. Until he gave us reason to start disrespecting him, no problem. But for us, I still keep him amongst the first 5 persons in the country that I respect.
The moment
so every day we remind him, Chief, all we ask of you, Double Jara, don't listen to us. Just take the human resource manual or policy, look for 7.17, read what it says about rotation, require Peter Solo assignment letter, and see whether he does not fall in a category. If he falls in that category, send him somewhere else. Let him take his innovation, his creativity there.
Simple.
He does not have to be at LPRC. And if you are not smart, you see people that will put money together in different envelopes, different colors of envelopes, and come to you and give it to you as gift. That bribing you because they want to stay in their jobs. That's how they have survived all these years on their different assignments. A new LRA boss is appointed. They take different, they collect 5,000 or 10,000 each. They kind of give it to you. As soon as you say now, you take office today, 200, 300K already in your bag sitting here. You cash money. You will keep them there. That's how they've been operating. It's a whole cartel. The LRA, the mean collection points or the mean collectors, it's a whole cartel. That's how all of them have been operating. That's why the guys cannot leave those different places. FIPO, LPRC, or the airport, and different and the Ganda place. They don't leave from there because it's a cartel. If you don't break that cartel, you have not achieved anything. Let's say that to you. The law is before you. We're not asking anything else of you. We're only asking you to just read the human resource manual 7.17. That's all we're asking you, and act on 7.17. That's all we're asking you.
Simple as that.
If you do that, we'll clap for you. We'll come back here and say, thank you, Double Jara, for acting on 7.17 of the human resource policy. That's all we are asking for you. If our request to you is outside of the human resource policy, don't act. But if it is within the confines of the human resource policy, then Mr. Jara, the onus is on you to act. That's all we have to say. For Peter Solo, we for A. When even take Peter Solo from LPRC, all the things we know about him, we'll still be talking here until he comes to us and apologize for the disrespect. Everything we ever got. Imagine from June 16, that's what hurting me. From June 16, they may say all information about them. From June 16. We said it now, my man didn't let's focus on the bigger picture.
And the way the country and stuff, we say, okay, you know what? Let's start the process from, reasoning around the law. And, making a reason around the law and what the law requires, what are the requirements, and leave the public to start pondering over why Peter will still be holding on to that position after the stipulated legal requirements in keeping with your manual, your operating manual. Simple, Peter. Peter will have information on your transaction with importers, right? We have documents, recordings, right? You do not know.
They may have a conversation with somebody, then you see that the person go record him.
So, but we so when you try to be rude and disrespectful, we say, okay, you know what?
You say that last somebody to record you. You said that last somebody to record you.
Then you say
Peter Solo.
And this is the reason why this man, according to him,
journalists have been eating him because
he has been having but the man, he should not come into the media. So it's a clear indication that this brother has not been doing the right thing. When meeting, he compromised them, and then none of you have heard about Peter Solo and some of the things he's doing, the properties he owns. We will bring them to you, and this is a commitment to let you know that we will play this man, and we challenge Peter to our rule beyond this and see what will happen. The next time we come here, we are giving you breakdown analysis about what the government of Liberia is supposed to generate in cents and dollars projected, right? Revenue as per the law and the requirement. Because once you know how many tonnage is coming into the country, petroleum.
Yeah.
How much tax that's supposed to be collected on each, right? In a month time, how many is brought in, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, annually, exactly. Right? LRA records are there. For the period that Peter has been there, then we juxtapose that with Peter's record and the LRA, and also, the projection of what is supposed to come based on the revenue code, revenue calculations. Then you all now will sit down and say, oh yeah, you think we just don't want to do it. Peter, this has been, let me tell you what you don't know. You're in a very, very critical position, and there are laws guarding that place. All your men know say you've been compromising, I'm keeping you there. All your men know. Let me just tell you that. So the thing is, there's a new government, and your men want you to move. And not that they want you, but
the law requires that you're supposed to be there.
Right?
That job address.
So it is the anticipation of the professionals within the senior management of the LRA that this new government, right, prioritize structural reforms in keeping with the laws of the entity and do not do business as usual. And that's why some of us were a little bewildered because of our knowledge and respect for Double Jala when he was announced for the LRA. I felt sad. I said, I hope and pray that this man, with all the accolades and all of that, who really braved the storm and developed the fortitude, go in that place and reform it. My man, the country is suffering. We're complaining about revenue leakages, blah, 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 here, there, yonder, and everything. But individual inspectors, collectors are building mansions in the country, right? And then we look at their paychecks and all of that. We're getting the news and the report. If we must just take our camera and start documenting LRA collectors, properties, and things in the country, you hold your head, you say, oh, where they pull for two, why the country not generating money? So this is bad. This is unacceptable. But the same people will go sit down in gallery and say, oh, yeah, the other hospital, not even, how the hospital get current, the government trusts you to collect tax, and you compromise in taxes. Get foreigners in the country, they bring in products. Business people bring in products. They're not paying their due tax or taxes. So this is bad. So we and Peter is on it, and Liberians, this is an eye-opening conversation for all of you to know why you are poor. Why when you go to the hospital, there is no medicine. Why when you're trying to drive in your community, the roads are bad, your car are breaking down, your cars are spoiled, government can raise money. And partners now are kind of feeding fatigue. There is a donor fatigue. So before you get one rack from the international people, that's small thing. And they go here, they get bring capacity problem. So they're not even renting too much. They go Glasgow, not Korea, sorry. They went Korea. The people say we get 14 billion now to invest in Africa. They didn't get nothing, no aid, no tail. They come out empty. All them MOU they say they sign. What a dividend. So this is the challenge. So we come back home. We have to raise our own money, take care of our issues, and deal with them hands on. Folks, those are the crust of the conversation, and you all have to get it and join in and call for accountability all across government. One time, and people like Senator Amara Corner will have to pick up on this. One time, he did a profound post about the fact that in this time and age, our public entities, right, like the LPRC, the Freeport, their contribution, if you really quantify their contribution to national revenue, it's a bare minimum compared to other countries around us. Go look at the LPRC of Sierra Leone and see what they are contributing to the Sierra Leone economy. And can see what I'm doing here.
And not that we do not have the capacity to contribute significantly to our national budget or the revenue envelope, but because over 45% of what is supposed to go to the national envelope is being divided or diverted into people's personal accounts. So the government is losing a lot. That's the reason. So we have to tighten our schools and all of that. And people that Peter so they can't be down there. No, they can't be down there.
Oh yeah.
We'll come back here every day. The Enfield thing, we suspended Enfield because we're doing a show tomorrow. So we'll talk Enfield guy tomorrow. That man who go fake COVID-19 document, Joe Baga removed a professional woman and appointed him as acting head of Enfield. Somebody who was on record.
Imagine a mail. Somebody
Not
get
even for
COVID or
no,
killing
yeah.
the
The
country.
they say the mayor.
They said that the person get country, the man go fake the document and say
The man get it.
they didn't get it.
And to allow him to travel.
They had to go.
They detected the information. American government, they communicated to the Liberian government, embarrassed the Liberian government internationally.
Yeah.
They had to suspend this man. When the king investigated, people said, no, but they're making a positive, we issue the certificate.
We got a letter where he was suspended. We got everything.
That the new man they appointed at Enfield.
Baga said he coming to rescue. Baga said that man, that same man what did that kind of thing, that the man he came back. In fact, this time, right, as the head of Enfield, director of Enfield, imagine, folks, what we're in trouble.
And you know why? They do not want him to go to the Senate for confirmation, we're told. And that is why Braga has appointed him as acting.
They want to bypass the Senate.
Because they want to bypass the Senate. Joe Braga, you don't have to bypass the Senate. That Senate, like garbage in, garbage out. Anything you send down there, the way you want it and how it will come outside of you. You send criminal down there, they will pass criminal, they will confirm criminal. That Senate has confirmed criminals. That Senate. That Senate has confirmed inductees. But when somebody is inducted in other countries and they deny them access to public service, they sit their butt here and celebrate it. When they send inductees to them, they confirm the inductees and go to the public and justify their confirmation decision. So don't worry, send the men there, they will send it, anything. That'll be like garbage in garbage. You know, hey, I like the way Baga can ejaculate in him anymore. Anything, Baga ejaculate, or Baga ejaculate, or Baga ejaculate, anything, vame or vame or. So what happening? Baga has ejaculated Enfield director, acting director general in the Senate. The Senate coming through us and say, yeah, confirmation. They come confirm it. Now what happened? They say the man put trash inside your opium, the man put it there and they swallow it. The man put it there, they swallow it. They put it there, they swallow it. So anything that comes to Braga here, once he ejaculates it, as I said, he ejaculates dead, trash, inductee, in Yomli Kanga Lauren Moore, she can swallow it. What happened in the country now? He take politician, he ejaculates a politician as general for the army into Yomli Moore, she swallow it. Anything he ejaculates in her mouth, she can swallow them. Any dead, any trash. The Yomli open mouth, she open mouth, he ejaculates, she swallow it. That whole protein thing looking at the Senate. So don't be afraid. You say somebody who never owned an ID number before for a university. Just tell the person to Braga. Braga will ejaculate that person in your more, your will swallow that person and confirm the person. That whole Senate running. So don't be afraid. Send the people there.
You already know your number of things, so just do the thing you said it. So yeah, let's hear you, the people of this country, on this issue, right? And then let's speak to one or two of our winners quickly. You still have 8 minutes to go and be a part of the winners this morning on the cash giveaway, $2,500 to walk away with. Like we promised, we were going to have you, some of our subsequent winners. We're going to call you. So let's call one or two and then go to the phone lines and speak with the public. Let's do this. This is an 880 number. Okay. No, it's an 887. 887 number. Okay. Let's call this person here quickly and see. Let's call this winner. Let's call this winner here quickly. Okay, the phone is ringing. The winner's phone is ringing. Hello, good morning. Okay, this is Freedom FM. Yeah. Ma'am, did you play our cash giveaway this morning? Yes. Okay, how many times? One time. Oh, you play one time and this is the first time playing?
Yeah. No, I've been playing on the first time.
Okay, but this morning was your first time winning and playing, right?
Yeah.
Congratulations. You received your message already.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, okay. Congratulations. Okay, so let's move. Let's move and call the next winner quickly. Then we'll go to the phone lines and begin to pick your calls on our numbers on this issue. Okay. Okay. It is our number. Uh, okay. Let me call this person. Okay. So I'm calling this other winner.
Press star to copy this song as your caller tune.
Oh. Okay. Hello. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Your name? This is Freedom FM.
My name is Wanga Kwan.
Baga, did you play cash giveaway this morning?
Yeah, I played. I played Tuesday right now.
This morning, 6 times?
Yeah.
Okay. And have you received SMS?
I received SMS. The first time I played this morning, I played 3 times and 125. Yeah, they don't even play 3 times.
Yeah, okay. So the first time you won 3 times. The second
I
time?
played 3 times.
Okay.
This morning I played 3 times, 125, and then just now after I received the message, I played 3 times again.
Okay. Congratulations. I don't know whether that is to say you've won twice, but congratulations, okay?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. And you can play as much as you can. So yeah, folks, that's exactly what it is. Let's go to the phone lines and begin to pick your call. 077-6104-104-086-500-104 plus 231-86-500-104 are the numbers to call, and you will be live. So yeah, we still have small more time so you can chip in your cash giveaway something and walk away with something this morning quickly before it's too late. So you can do just that. Let's begin to take calls on the conversation for you this morning. Okay, what is happening? Our phones are down. So let me get the phones ready. So we can hear you. This is exactly the nation's big ears. The most listened to breakfast platform, the Freedom Money Rise on Freedom 87.9. So let's talk about revenue. Let's talk about Peter Solo, one man getting rich when everybody is complaining in the country. With the system refusing to rotate the man, the laws are clear. Why are they refusing to rotate Peter Solo? Let's hear from you all out this morning, beginning with this caller here. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Abu. Good morning to Austin and your listeners.
Good morning, go ahead.
My name is Hussein. I'm Hussein Kew, and I call from District 2 in Jacobstown. Let me say thank you for this discussion. But like Austin said, this is a cartel, not only with the LRA, but every sector. That we have people being very unpatriotic, people who does not owe loyalty to the country, or rather the families and friends. Let me say this to you. We have had a lot of disagreements, but with this, I agree that people sit in different sectors to exploit the government and the people. If Labrador were to generate a revenue, I can tell you, we will go to $1 billion. If not a million.
When our revenues are fully accounted for.
Of course. I'm picturing myself, brother. There are a lot of generating entities or areas that government can generate. Look at you talk about real estate tax. Now, I was somewhere with PCC team, and they came to do the tax collection. Those guys, it is unprofessional to record somebody on the internet. One of the law is unprofessional. But I was recorded those guys. They were compromised. You came to implement a tax, that your entity or your ministry sent you for. When you sat down, the guy gave you just little or nothing, and you walked away. I told him, PCC, if some of them are listening and know I was there, I tried to record them, but it couldn't be because it was unprofessional. Okay. So this is how our sector are. We continue to say this thing. The Blackboard is to improve all Liberians, you, myself, and everybody to be patriotic and nationalistic. This is talking after this year. We bring people again, I will do the same thing.
Thank you very much. Hussein Kiao, today he's still in line. Let's talk to the next person. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, my name is
You have to cut your phone. You have to switch your monitor off. You have to switch your monitor off.
The radio, put it off. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, much better.
Okay. My name is the chairman for the Voice of Great Director. I really wanted to know whether they Peter Solo, where is the brother from Nigeria, the former superintendent, whether is he there?
Whatever the case, what's your contribution?
No, Peter Solo is not the former. No, hello. Peter Solo is not the former superintendent. Peter Solo is not the former superintendent. Peter Solo is the brother to the former superintendent.
Okay. There's no problem. You stay in Nigeria. Let me try to advance you. The problem with Ina, the war with Ina is a body war. If people call you to inquire issue, try to address it, because any position you take as a Nigerian means that you always at the bottom you attach to Nigeria. Any mistake you make, they will always link you. Like when you live with your parents and then you got family also they say your parents not to you. So I want to talk to my brother this morning, let him try to respond to this particular thing, and then he gives clarity that they play in air, so we ourselves we can get him clear. Thank you for the opportunity.
Okay, thank you very much. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Abu and Austin. Thank you for the show.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to speak to Nigerians. They should stand up and speak to this particular soldier, because it shows. You haven't
called your name. You haven't called your name, huh?
I'm Gloria John from New Georgia.
Okay.
So I would just like the Nigerians to stand up. I don't think they are part of what this so penalty.
So you think he lied on the people?
Sorry?
You think he lied about the reality in the country?
Lying about the reality?
Yeah, because he said the people wrote. Yeah.
It might be true. It might be a lie. But they still have people that are educated in America. The Nigerians. I'm not talking about the 1 year, because if the 1 year, anything you tell them, go they matching with people for you, with you about royal man, all these politics. And the people will say, yeah, we the illiteracy rate is high. So nobody willing to know how they think and they just want to see things done, which is wrong. And I also want to talk about this audit report. I'm asking President Waikai to clean his house. You know, it's nauseating. Some of us who has worked with places and we have our integrity, to see this thing coming out to audit, and his government has so much trash. He should begin to work on the trash in his government and clean it very well. Then he can, he will have the audacity. Liberia is the only country I see roads are so bold and want to audit other people they call roots.
I know, right?
It's frustrating, it's nauseating, I feel it's vomiting. They should get up and do it. They should correct themselves before coming out to correct other people. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well said, and of course, that's just fair enough. You have to look in your eye and get the mess from there before trying to say there's a problem with another person. Hello, good morning.
Hello, and Austin, good morning.
Good morning.
This is AB calling from me, the USA. Hey, but I get two issues I want to talk about. One is the Zoe panel with the grand judges. The road get pulled down or with the brand, as he had the managed, stuff like that. Like Austin said, you don't let the point is open up politics. That's true. Because you just go for a few states using and then the way you realize again.
Yeah.
But if quota is for Nima Kandi, the brand direct Kandi, hallelujah. In 6 months, hallelujah.
Yeah.
It's still for Liberia.
That's what we say.
It's still for Liberia. Simple. So that way that.
And even good that as a CDC senator you are meeting, that's a good thing. That means our country is good.
Exactly. It means that we even though we in opposition, we still see good thing. But on the other side, that did not see good thing. Yesterday, today the RIA rule that they all claiming and suddenly getting that side here in the US and criticize RIA rule. They criticize it. that the rule is not something. So let me end on the ARA subject. Look, the author said, any leaders that they appoint at the ARA director, you come here, the guy get package for you already to go to your home and see you. They give to you so you can maintain them in a position. That's it, brother. If Double Jara have a character, it means that somehow, some way, he have been compromised. So I wish him good luck. And if he can do it, and that's true, you can't keep one person to somewhere for 2 years, as at those type of places, FPRC, and you see FPRC not functioning, it performing when you're kind of public, it performing when you go inside, it's not performing, all kind of things. So if the government to raise enough revenue, because you gotta pay the sales, so you gotta increase the salary by, you gotta pay the doctors, you're gonna put medicine in the hospital, because these are the things that your work can be on. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's AB from Weather in the US. Let's take the next. Amos, good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
We're fine. How are you, my dear brother?
Yeah, okay, I'm okay. Thank you guys this morning for the topic of this question. Austin and Abu, the reason why people like all will not be silent on issues affecting our people and country is because of our participation in the own election. I'm a victim of this own election, meaning I will not even campaign for the candidate that I supported because the misinformation that was taken to our people, and our people buy into it, and today they are where they are. And because of that, I can vote and say on the radio, I got almost 90% of my family members have voted for this administration. So because of that, I will not be silent until this government can do the right thing. Okay? Our fabric have been destroyed. And it will take us many years to build again. Mm-hmm. Right now, it's like we're just coming for war and we're trying to regain all the fabric in our society. Because if you got people collecting taxes and they cannot account for it, what become of the 5 million people in Liberia? Okay, you got 2 administrations left after the war. And right now we're looking like we're starting all over again. So I'm asking the administration that they have to do the needful. You guys look at the security apparatus. For example, look at the recording AV play yesterday for DA officer plotting against their leaders. Seeing in the army, seeing in the police. So where are we going? You see that? So I think the next administration, after this administration, need to start taking note that right after election, there should be a need for people to account for their behavior that they carry on in the country. Because this is intentional what they are doing to the country.
That's correct. That's correct, Amos.
You start in the country 6 years, criticizing, bringing down the country, and today you got an opportunity. That's why I always say to former president, we are thanking for turning this country over to these people. That is like when people see the kind of human being that we get in our country.
All right, Amos, thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, Amos. And let's take, okay, Austin, have somebody there who on this, huh?
Yes, T. Tatas Charlie, let's hear you.
Good morning, Abu and Austin.
Good morning.
Thank you for the job well done.
Thank you. You're welcome.
You are building our country positively and prosperity with George, you guys, for a very good way. And I thought to talk about this Peter Solo guy, he's a government, a public figure. You can't be full of arrogance, You can't do that, It's answerable to the Liberian people. And how we want LRA sit down over there, my former student, who said over there and allowed some of the things entities across the country for 125 years. How is that possible? Why has that happened in the world? That has never happened anywhere in the world. Can you imagine our revenue generation is holding a personal packet? What's about the government? How will the government run? Double should say, I beg your indulgence. I got respect for you. And you're a very, very strong guy. Kind of do well to replace those guys, or not replace, but try to protect them, for the interest of our country.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well said. That's exactly what the laws required. Rotation. Please do that. What's stopping the rotation? Hello. Good morning.
Morning, Abu.
Morning.
Let me say good morning to Austin. My name is Melvin Dowie Brown. I'm calling you from a Clarendon residence this morning. Firstly, let me speak to the senator from Greenville County issue. People like Zoli Manuel Peno should be given a moral space in this society. But being gullible at our society is somebody like Zoli Peno is in the heart of better because of the gullibility of the people of Greenville County. Make no mistake that decent people from Greenville County, but because he relied on the gullibility, the may and better today is purposely lying. It is for now. The senator cannot say to us that although it's scared from Nema to the Greenville County, only to win favor from his new boss in town.
Maybe that man doesn't know the difference between paved road and feeder road. So
I can say that he's aware, but he's lying.
that man, once that man see you put greater on road, you open the road, making it possible. The man can say that paved road. So
my second issue, so that fellow from FPRC, I know him very well, and I can say this to you. You guys will advocate for the longest. Dover will not see that man because Dover is benefiting from the thing Peter is doing. Peter is a criminal. Unless not too far from FPRC, if they garage almost everything, they have evidence. We could talk about how poor this guy is stealing. And Dover is benefiting. Trust me.
Let's give Dover the benefit of the doubt, my brother, because that's why we are pushing him until he can make us to believe some of these things that we are hearing.
sure, we're giving the benefit of the doubt. We still have some confidence, as well, a huge percentage of confidence in Dover. But let's talk to Jenica.
Thank you so much, Austin and Abu. Again, the race remains Jafar Manaba Jenica, and I call from Grand Kitmount County, specifically about football this morning. And Austin, you said it right. One of the difference between Freedom and any other station is that Freedom comes with comparative analysis. You know, they don't come with whatever personal issues. They come with issues that is affecting the vast majority of our country, especially the Liberian people. I think, like you say, like everybody would say, I will have a different view that Double has been compromised because when Double to the office, you have called all of the offices and departments for their report. And based upon whatever report that will be on it, that will inform him what policy that he brings, so the revenue stream that will begin to do more than what the Wheeler government did. So some of these things has been or has been orchestrated by people within, and Double is of no exception. But again, Freedom is a radio station where they bring you the facts for your doorstep. Even if you